Hola amigos, today is Saturday. It's a perfect day to give to this apartment a reset. We need it. I know maybe you don't see too much of a mess, but there is a lot to clean. And I think this time around I'm gonna start with the kitchen because that oven needs to be cleaned 100% right now. For this oven, I can't even remember the last time I gave it a proper deep clean. And when I opened it, yeah, like definitely wasn't looking the best. I knew this was one of those jobs I couldn't keep putting off, so I figured we will tackle this first. I'm gonna be using this one first. I don't have high hopes for this. I don't know if that is gonna come out, but we're gonna do our best. So let's start with this sponge. I hope you're having a really nice summer so far. Like, have you been up to something fun or any trips or little weekend plans that you have? Let me know. I've been actually thinking about renting a cottage for a couple of days. I will have some vacation time in August, and I think it will be really nice to get away for a little bit. I know I already spent a lot of time on my own, but somehow, a little trip just feels different. And I think it will be a nice way to recharge. There is something really satisfying about starting with something that is honestly not in the best shape. It might be dirty, messy, or just completely neglected, like this oven. But as you clean and slowly see the progress, it's so rewarding. Like seeing the transformation at the end makes all the effort feel worth it. Now that was such a clean. Woo! Oh my god, I did the cleaning of the month. No, just kidding. But I know it's not 100% perfect, but I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm pretty satisfied with the result. So I'm gonna move on and like clean the surface, and we're gonna call it good, and then go to tackle probably the fridge. This is actually a little trick I learned from my mom. So I like to cover these drip pans with aluminum foil because it makes cleaning so much easier. If something spills while I'm cooking, it doesn't really get baked onto the pan, so I can just replace the foil when it needs it, and it helps keep the stove looking nice without much effort. And this is how our stove and oven are ready now. Clean and perfect, good to use. It's 1:31, so I'm gonna have lunch and then continue. Next up is the fridge. Thankfully, this wasn't nearly as bad as the oven, so I usually do a pretty good job of keeping an eye on it. So I didn't really need a full empty and scrub situation here. I mostly focused on the bottom shelf and gave everything else a quick wipe down, so just a fresh up. The freezer, on the other hand, was a little more chaotic. It wasn't terrible, but there were definitely a few things that had been sitting there for way too long and had some freezer burn. So I took the opportunity to go through everything, throw out what I wasn't really going to use anymore, and reorganize it a bit. I actually like doing this every once in a while because it's so easy to forget what's hiding in the back of the freezer. Once everything is organized, I know exactly what I have, and it makes meal planning so much easier without like buying repeating items and putting in the freezer now two things, both of them open, and so on. Now that the kitchen is all done, it's time to move on to the bathroom. I have actually been using this electric scrub brush for the past couple of months, and I can honestly say it's been one of my favorite cleaning brushes so far. Before this, I was just using a regular sponge, and not only did it take a lot more effort, but I also felt like, I don't know, I wasn't really getting the result I wanted. But this brush does most of the hard work, and it definitely saved my arms. It actually came with like a bunch of different brush heads for different surfaces, but I haven't really feel the need to use them. But maybe one day I'll try the others. Also, about like once a year, I actually like to do or to use my pressure washer. I have a little one, like a small one, and I like to give the bathroom like a really deep clean. But today isn't one of those days. This is more like a regular apartment reset, just like taking care of the things that keep my home feeling fresh and comfortable. I usually clean my bathroom about every 2 weeks, and I have found that keeping up with this regularly makes the whole process so much easier because it never gets to the point where it feels overwhelming. And I think the washroom or the bathroom is actually something very important to keep up. But I'm curious though, like how often do you clean your bathroom? And if you have any cleaning tips or products that you absolutely swear by, I would love to hear them in the comments. And I'm always looking for little tricks that make cleaning easier. Next on the list is my baby's cage. Rosita and Shakira deserves their own little apartment reset too. I'm not going to show like the whole cleaning process today because I actually have another video where I went a little bit much more detail, or kind of like I show the process a little longer, but I wanted just to include a little bit of it today. And honestly, every time I feel these two, they completely steal the show. Like, there is just something about watching them run around with their tiny little feet and curious little faces, like, that melts my heart every single time. I have had them for a little over 5 years now, and I still get excited every time I see them doing the smallest things, even sleeping. They bring so much joy to my home, and honestly, I can't imagine my apartment without them. So while I'm giving my apartment a reset, it's only fair that they get a fresh, clean space too. My bedroom didn't need much today, just a quick dusting and a little refresh. I just want to say thank you for being here. I really hope you're enjoying these longer videos because I've honestly been having so much fun making them. My goal is to create videos that you can just put on the background while you're cooking, cleaning, meal prepping, or working on your own projects. I know that sometimes having someone else doing the same thing makes those everyday tasks feel a little easier and a little less lonely. And to be honest, that's how these videos feel for me too. They motivate me to keep cleaning, cooking, creating, and working on all these little things that are important to me. So, if these videos give you even a little bit of motivation to get something done, then that's honestly making me so happy right now.
We finished! Oh my god, I'm exhausted. It took us 6 hours to finish, but we did it. I'm exhausted. My guinea pigs are super hungry right now. I'm getting allergies. But anyways, oh my god, I can't believe it. There is always room for improvement, so I know there are things that need to be tackled, but one thing at a time. We did great today. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. So thank you so much for joining me today to clean. I hope you also did some duties, some chores, and see you in the next video. Bye!